Hello and good evening. Thank you for watching UBC Television. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, bringing you the news tonight, this third day of January 2020. Let's take a look at the headlines before we get into the bulletin. In our top story, Parliament vets new ministers. Wakiso Lands offices closes for upgrade. On international scene, US kills Iran's most powerful commander. And in sports, the Darts Federation resolute for 2020 victory. In our first story today, Muslims have graced the first Jummah prayers of 2020 as mosques across the country overflowed with worshippers. Now, Jummah prayers at Chibuli Muslim Mosque and Old Kampala Muslim Mosque attracted multitudes of worshippers taking advantage of the first Jummah prayers of the new year 2020. Details follow.
It is the first Friday of the year 2020 and Muslims flock different mosques for Jummah prayers. Only that this time there was seemingly more enthusiasm both in numbers and agility. Allahu Akbar. Several mosques in and around Kampala overflowed with faithful gracing the first Jummah prayers of 2020.
Nge bwagezesebwa bako bulamu twagwangala bulamu bwagezesebwa tewali watagezesebwa kati nega byama omukirizo wanna maddala ye bwagezesebwa n'ebirungi asigala nga yeye bwagezesebwa n'egezeyama era asigala nga yeye nabbi bwe lyamaliza n'agamba nti ekyo toyinza kukisanga okujjako okisangana mukkiriza.
At Chibuli Muslim Mosque, Jummah prayers were led by top-notch Sheikh Garamba Muhammad and officiated by Supreme Mufti Sheikh Sulaiman Dirangwa. In his address, Sheikh Garamba Muhammad advised believers to care about the future of their children and country by casting away immoral behavior.
Nabishagamba nti buli mwana yenna azaalibwa nga ali ku kikamu kya la ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah mwabazadde mubafuula kye banaabeera. Eddiini mugyagala nnyo naye abaana bamwe tebaagala bayigiriza ddiini. Era ogaa tewakyayisana naye tewakyali kwekwasa kaakati. Bw'oba osazeewo okuwangaalira Kibuli wano wokka otuuka okubeera nga omwana ava mu nasale ng'awulira ashhadu an la ilaha illallah n'agenda mu primary ashhadu an la ilaha illallah ena gye njogera waliyo emizikiti.
At Old Kampala Mosque, the situation was not different, as Sheikh Juma Shewuyo was the man to listen to during the Jummah prayers. Sheikh Juma Shewuyo preached against prioritizing earthly riches than fulfilling the pillars of Islam. He said this puts believers at a risk of losing their riches.
He used to have a number of houses in the town. He used to have cars. He used to have cows. Those are not stories. But why you were not together with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the time you had wedding? What is my message? Let us go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for anything. Let us be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let us be joyful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
The Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, officiated the prayers. Daniel Mugoya reporting.
Well, UBC wishes the Muslim community of Uganda a happy Jummah period. Relatedly, the president of the Federation of Islamic Medical Association in Uganda, Professor Majid Kajimu, has urged medical students to integrate religion in their practice of medicine in order to provide quality health care services to the people. Professor Kajimu, who is also the president of the Islamic Medical Association in Uganda, explained that a good health profession should be spiritually empowered and should follow God's guidance and the principles when handling patients. Details follow with Sudat Kaye.
International Islamic students from 15 countries are in the country to attend the 18th Federation of Islamic Medical Association at the Islamic University in Uganda, Kaboja campus. Speaking during the 18th Federation of Islamic Medical Associations, the president of Federation of Islamic Conference of Uganda, Professor Majid Kajimu, urged students to serve Allah by providing quality health care services.
These are the medical students who are going to enter the job market and serve our people in the health sector. And we train them to be able to enter service. But the main thing that we train them in is having the Islamic spirit in service. Islamic spirit is God's spirit. God's spirit in serving, such that they serve using that spirit. This spirit is the one which is tireless. People can work. Once you have God's spirit in you, you are tireless, you can work, do many things patiently, and you persevere to ensure that you improve.
The in-charge academic affairs at Islamic University in Uganda, Ismail Simbwa Jagenda, said the camp will enable students to become efficient and more practical.
We have just graduated our first medical students from Habib Medical School. So this comes at the right time when we are really trying to expand in the health sciences area. And so this international camp is a testament of our success as a university. And we also, it's an opportunity for us to host students from different countries.
The participants are expected to share knowledge, build brotherhood and encourage each other as the Holy Quran teaches. Dr. Atala Al-Rufail, one of the delegates from Saudi Arabia, is optimistic that the medical students will share experience in the medical profession.
This is the place and the occasion where they learn things that are not taught in medical colleges. So particularly in relation to Islamic understandings, Islamic principles, Islamic ethics, so many things that are usually not covered fully in the regular medical colleges.
The students who are currently camping at the Islamic University in Uganda, Kaboja, are optimistic that they will achieve the best out of this conference.
We can get to know each other and strengthen our bonds and our ukhuwah as well.
And to learn the other country's situation about the health.
I think it would be an interesting time.
I can have the valuable experience.
The theme of this year's conference is Muslim health professionals in the globalization era. Sudat Kaye reporting.
In other news, the new principal private secretary to the president, Dr. Kenneth Omona Olusegun, has called on staff of State House to work diligently and maintain at all times the positive image of the country by fulfilling all their tasks. Now, Dr. Omona was speaking during the handover ceremony of the office from the outgoing PPS Molika Mukama, who has been appointed Minister of State for Economic Monitoring. The ceremony was attended by various heads of Department of State at the president's office in Kampala.
Dr. Mona was here and Dr. Mona know each other from the yellow part of what we do. We are all cadres, we have been cadres, and we were recruited from the same university. So it's been a journey, and I'm more than glad that such a cadre is replacing me to support the president. I also want to first thank the members of staff, especially the heads of departments and units, for the job well done when I've been your PPS. And because you've made me shine, that's how I've been promoted to be a minister now. So the credit goes back to you. I wish in the most important way to thank the president, who is not here with us, as you know. He picked me from wherever he picked me 5 years ago. So I've been around him for 5 years now, and we've had a very good working relationship. And I'm sure we'll continue. As his minister, I'll continue to support him as much as I can to make our country a better place for our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. So in particular, I want to thank the heads of departments as well, once again, for supporting me. And of course, I want to call upon you, Dr. Mona, to work with your heads of departments.
And I really want to thank His Excellency the President for giving me the opportunity to serve with him, and to serve the nation, and together with all of you. It's a great opportunity for me and you to get into assignment of this office. I want to give you the assurance that I have come to work with all of you, either individually or as a department, or in the bigger sense as an institution of the State House and all the related offices that are associated with us. I've come to work with you in both your strength and weakness. And I also want to accept me also to work with you in both my strength and weakness. Where there's any strength, let's all consolidate and build on that for the achievement of all of us. And where there's a weakness, let's help each other to build strength, leveraging on the strength of others also.
News: the head of the Moroccan consulate in Uganda and chairperson of the NRM Entrepreneur League, Dr. Robert Mwesiga Bakari, is entering the fray of local politics. Dr. Bakari has declared his intentions to contest for the Mbara North parliamentary seat come 2021. He says that increasing household incomes through promotion of cottage industries will be his greatest strategy. Let's take a look.
I have offered myself to stand in the upcoming new constituency of Mbara State North as an MP. As an entrepreneur, I pick from the socio-economic development, and I picked like 3 or 4 aspects that I would want to emphasize in this semi-urban development or semi-urban setup we are going to as a city. You are working with UBC, NTV, Orshenda, Red Pepper, New Vision, so on and so forth. But in the evening, when you are free, what do you do yourself and your family to add value in your own profession? These are the cottage industries we're talking about. And they can transform and help, especially our youth, who are the majority of our population, to get employment and income to develop themselves. As an entrepreneur and a candidate in this politics, I urge our communities, Mbarara people and Ugandans, that whereas we engage in politics, it's important not to keep politicking. If we have 8 hours in a day for working, do not exceed 1 hour engaging yourselves in politics. Because at the end of the day, these politics do not bring money to your homes or on your table.
Well, in other news, several people were camped at Garamba Village in Wakiso district ready to participate in a 195-kilometer trek in remembrance of the fallen heroes in the 1981-85 liberation struggle. Now, Garamba Village in Wakiso was one of the historical sites where National Resistance Army led by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni started in the early 1980s. Now, our team is down there at Garamba Village and we are speaking to Jagenda. Let's take a look at what Jagenda is telling us live from Garamba Village. Jagenda, hello and how are you? What is the status?
of the history, which we probably don't have the time to go in, but it was the operation, the third operation to hit Kabamba involved many things. It involved deception, it involved movement.
Well, thank you so much, Wadulo McArnold. My name is Jagenda Semakola Ziksoka. We are in the jungles of Garamba here in our Kiso district, where the Africa Kwetu Trek is set to start from tomorrow morning at exactly 7 o'clock, when we shall be allowed to now start the trek. Earlier on this day, we started from Kololo. Though we did not walk to this place, we just carried to this place because the trek starts here. While at Kololo, where we did the accreditation and everything, is where they set the regiments in the different platoons and companies, which range to from A, I think, up to F, and we have 600 participants, those who are trekking, and of course plus the support staff, bring the number to about 1,000 trekkers who are going to be a part of this maiden trek here. Now this particular trek, this particular place where we are here in Garamba has got a very rich history in the struggle of the NRA 1981-1986 Bush War, because it was at this place where they sat to plan how to attack Kabamba, especially what they call the third attack on Kabamba. Now we are just very excited because where we are here we have so many different participants, and of course watoto wa jeshi, or the children of the soldiers, the dead combatants, and of course those who are still living who are with us here. I just have two young men here who I would actually just love to interact with. Your name is Arnold?
I'm Tumukunde Joshua.
Tumukunde Joshua. And who is your father?
My father is Mjenyi Aaron.
Yes.
He's a veteran. He fought in this very place. They started it here. And he's still alive as I'm talking. And I'm very excited to be in this place because I also wanted to get to the place where he started it from, where he fought from, and he could still have his life. Okay. I'm very excited to be here.
Did you come willingly, or it was by compulsion that your father actually pushed you to come and be here forcefully? Did you really love to be here?
I really loved it very much, and I'm very excited. I'm here already.
Okay, Joshua, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, you are a typical Muzukuru.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel very excited.
Okay, very good. How about you?
I'm called Mjone Isaac, the son of Kawaisha Wilson from Dwaniro. He was also a fighter. He started from this place. I was very excited when I started from here. So I'm also going to join the trek to move, to take the same route like my father. Yeah.
Did we find you here, or we came with you from Kampala, from Kololo?
I came with you from Kololo.
Okay, which is your group now?
The medalists. We are taking
under that company. Is it called a company or a platoon?
A platoon. Platoon it is called Platoon 1 Decoy.
Okay, you're in Decoy, eh? Okay, now to those who do not know the military language, Koi is of course short for company, and you know that's what happens. Now what we know is we've been regimented, not with the media, but of course all the other participants have been regimented into what they call the platoons, with platoon commanders and the Kois. Now the Kois are what they call the companies. Now a company in the army is a group of about 120 to 150 men and women, or soldiers, could say, and the platoon is normally they call it 50 minus 4. Now I do not know why there is a minus, but that's what happens now. In the military terms, or in the military science, you notice that platoons are normally commanded by platoon commanders who are lieutenants in the forces, and Kois or companies are commanded by majors. But where we are here, you'll notice that even the platoons are being commanded by majors in this regard. Now earlier on we had an opportunity to talk to General Chomkama David Kasura, who is actually the camp commandant of the place where we are here, helping to guide and of course to give instructions. We just been told that about 10 minutes to 9 o'clock this evening, all the trekkers will assemble in this tent here, and they will be given briefings of how it's going to be, how they're going to trek, the do's and the don'ts of the camp where we are. When when you get here during the day, you look at it and you really tell it's a jungle, it's a bush, it is, and it's got lots of memories. Now to the soldiers who are with us, General Kashaka, General Chomukama Kasura, and all the others who are Clefotia, have lots of memories to remember about this particular place. Yet to some people, it's excitement, it's just expedition, and maybe, just something to it's a nature walk for some of those. And of course, when we had an opportunity earlier on to speak to General Chomukama Kasura, he just intimated to us a few things, and of course why this particular place, because I am not the best person to answer the question of why this trek really starts here in Garamba to go it's supposed to go, but General Kasura, who was actually here so many years ago as a young man, will tell us. But what we know that tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock we will premise here, then we start the walk, and the first leg is going to be 28 kilometers, and we'll go to Nakasaka district on foot to a place called Bukatira. And when we get to Bukatira, of course, that's where we'll get the other lectures and everything that we're supposed to know. Now, this is not just walking like pilgrims going to Namugongo for Matters Day, but we are going through what they went through, not exactly the way they did it, but of course to just give the Bazukolo a feel of what it was. That is what is actually happening. Everything as it starts this evening to when it ends on the 10th, we shall make sure that we give you everything that you're supposed to know about this trek. Back to you, Wadula Mac Arnold in our studios. Good evening.
You know the trick. I'd also remove it from here.
I know the trick. I bring this trick, but I know what they can do. They can damage you. You see?
One of the organizers tells us more about those olden days. Let's take a look at what he has to say.
We are about between 650 and 690 people. But if we took the total number, including yourselves and the other people in the camp, we could hit about 1,800, 1,000 people, and this is pretty much what we had planned. Yes, this is a very significant place because the operation, the third operation to hit Kabamba, for the most part, started from here, but it involves a lot of the history which we probably don't have the time to go in, but it was the operation, the third operation to hit Kabamba involved many things. It involved deception, it involved movement, it involved a lot of brilliant operational and strategic moves by the commander-in-chief and by General Saleh. People are going to be given tents. We are going to sleep. Everybody has been organized in a military kind of way. We have what we call sections, we have platoons, we have companies, and everybody will sleep in these companies. There are tents, together with the tents, which we didn't have at that time, by the way. On the one hand, you have the youth, the Bazukul. Then you have the various special groups. You have the veterans, you have the children of veterans, you have the children of soldiers, you have the veterans in the sense in that, like me, old soldiers, the ones who were there, who we are still in service, We have the ones who are there but out of service. No, we are going to have walking. We are going to, some of the sections we are going to drive. We are going to visit historical sites. And we are going to have lectures, various lectures. Historical lectures, contemporary lectures about the contemporary situation in Uganda. We are going to have some meetings. We are going to have some remembrance meetings, and so on and so forth. But
that is Brigadier Chomuka Makasura updating us what is expected to happen at the 195 trek in in western Uganda. Let's take a short break and we shall be back with more business. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Uganda. Today is a great day to make someone's day. A wonderful day to rewrite the future. Today is a beautiful day to light up their world. Or maybe even the perfect day to say, "You're my world." A marvelous day to make a brand new start. The perfect day to make the world smaller. Uganda, today isn't just another day. Today is your day. Airtel Money, with you always. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
Hi, I'm DJ Drogba. On average, almost 250,000 people die on the road in Africa each year. As a proud African, this breaks my heart knowing that so many deaths could have been avoided. So when you're on the roads, follow these safe steps and help save lives. Drivers and pedestrians share the same responsibility of keeping themselves and others safe. Your eyes and ears are your best safety tools. Avoid using electronic devices that distract your attention. Stay on sidewalks. If there is no footpath, walk on the edge of the road facing oncoming traffic. At a road crossing, stop, look both ways, listen, and then cross. And please, never play in or near roads. So when you're on the roads, follow these safe steps and help save lives. We all have a role to play in road safety. Together, let's make Africa's road safer.
This festive season, enjoy great value from Airtel with the all-new My Pakalast combo offers. Yes! We have customized especially for you the best deals on minutes, data, and SMS with our 3-in-1 My Pakalast combo to give you the best value as you stay in touch with friends and family this season. To activate My Pakalast voice combo, dial *100 *2 *1# to get started.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. You're still watching the news tonight here on UBC TV, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. And of course, we're also broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook under the tags UBC TV Uganda. Now, in the world of business, Wakiso Land Office will not be open to the public for the next 2 weeks due to system upgrades being undertaken. The State Minister for Lands, Pasis Namuganza, was addressing the media in Kampala. Details follow.
Wakiso Land Office will be closed to the public beginning Saturday 4th January until 21st January 2020. This is intended to allow land information system software upgrade. Wakiso district handles nearly 80% of all land transactions in the country. The Minister of State for Lands, Pasis Namuganza, has advised residents to suspend all intentions to seek services related to land transactions.
During the period of closure, that is from 4th to 21st January 2020, there shall be no transactions received and or registered. There shall also not be generation of deeds plans, as cartographic and survey operations will also be stopped.
Namuganza says the ministry is also slated to train all Wakiso Ministerial Zonal Office staff.
On 21st January 2020, we shall reopen 2 offices to the public in 2 different locations under the Wakiso Ministerial Zone Office. One will be Wakiso Obstiro offices based at the new constructed building next to police, and the other will remain the Wakiso Chadondo offices that is based at the current Emzo location.
The nationwide upgrading process started in March 2013. At least 20 ministerial zone offices have been served with the latest versions of the software suitable for land information system.
System updates have been completed for all the 20 ministerial zone offices, registries apart from Wakiso.
Wakiso Ministerial Zone Office has previously been in the spotlight over allegations of corruption, which once attracted the attention of the State House Anti-Corruption Unit. Dokas Kimono, UBC TV News.
In our sports news, the Uganda Darts Federation's year opener tournament has been boosted and renamed Frederick Sentamu Cup. This cash-laden 2-day tournament will be hosted at Platinum Royal Hotel starting on the 18th of January. John Barnes Sentamu will report.
Uganda Darts Association's resolve to resuscitate the sport is high on the 2020 agenda. This has already been boosted by the family of the late Fred Sentamu, which has injected money into the annual year opener tournament and also renamed it Sentamu Cup. The 2-day tournament to be hosted at Platinum Royal Hotel Busega starts 18th January.
So the stakes are high. I believe even the players have already got wind of this because it has been publicized internally in our forum. So we expect people to be training seriously so that they come and put up a very good competition. Then the boards, we have agreed with the sponsor that to encourage the teams to train more, we are going to look at giving back to them. So the boards will be given to teams, not individuals, because it's through the teams that the individuals come from. So the first 10 teams that will register more players, each will get a board.
It's an open invite tournament likely to get foreign entries, but the Ugandan front will be led by, among others, Patrick Ocheng, Eddie Baguma, Patrick Katerega, Dina Amoding, Jackie Ngarambe, and Florence Kigongo.
The highest score in darts is 180 with 3 darts. So whoever scores 180 most will get a set of darts. Whoever checks out with the highest balance will also get a set of darts. And whoever finishes the game with the least number of darts will equally get a set of darts. And this cuts across men, women, and youth.
Players at this tournament will not only play for the cash prizes, trophies and presents available, but also for ranking points to boost chances of representing Uganda at upcoming tournaments, notably the Eastern Central Africa Championship. John Barnes, Sentamu, reporting.
Thank you, John Barnes Sentamu. We're now joined by Semper Alex with the weather updates. Alex, it's your time.
This edition of the weather forecast from the Weather Center only here on UBC TV with the Semper Alex Kim. We are having sunny conditions across the country, though there are areas that are also reporting some rainfall. As by 9 a.m. this morning, Mubende reported 17.3 millimeters, while Entebbe reported 1.6 millimeters of rainfall. Now, this kind of weather is attributed to the fact that the rain belt is quite spread across our region right now because there is a relaxation in the weather systems that govern our weather, especially the low pressure systems over the Indian Ocean. So tomorrow we should see the southern sector of the country have chances of rainfall most of the day, whereas the northern is expected to hang on to sunny intervals. This will cause temperatures to range between 32 degrees Celsius in Karamoja region to 25 degrees Celsius in Kawale Highlands. And elsewhere across the globe, we are forecasting for Nairobi as well as New York chances of some rainfall, whereas Dubai is expected to be bright and sunny at 30 degrees Celsius as a maximum. That concludes it. Stay tuned to UBC TV.
Thank you, Semper Alex, and that brings us to the end of our 8 o'clock bulletin this evening. Stay tuned for more news in our subsequent bulletins. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, and on sign language is Elizabeth Nakakoni. From the team and us, see you at 10 o'clock.
Was brought to you by UCC, celebrating 20 years of achievements.
Tonight is extremely very special. Actually, I don't know whether I should actually raise my voice or actually cover my face. I don't know what to do tonight because it is extremely very special, and of course it is sex. Then the Lord took the man and put him in the garden to tend and keep it. Now the husband, when you come into your garden and it is that time for intimacy, that time for expressing your inmost feelings, you have to come with an attitude of a farmer.
Marriage, first of all, is the only way where man is likened to God. Their relationship is a replica of a relationship between a man and God himself.
I think it's that part where people get to be together, express love.